So here's why you shouldn't just work your way through the income tax brackets and what you should be considering instead. So let's just say you start off, you're an average UK employee earning £35,000. Your take-home pay at the end of the year is 79% efficiency. You bring home 80% of what you earn. Let's just say now a few years go by and you find yourself in a 40% tax bracket on a salary of approximately £81,000. Right in the middle of that bracket, your take-home pay is only 70% of what you earn. Let's say a few more years go by and you find yourself in the 45% tax bracket earning just over £125,000. Your efficiency earning has now dropped again to only 62% of what you earn. And here's the thing that's really, really important to understand, which passes many people by, is a huge correlation between the amount of time required for the higher paying jobs. So what we're really saying is the situation that employees in the UK find themselves in is they are spending more and more time to become increasingly less and less efficient. You're spending more time to proportionally earn less. And here's why it doesn't matter to the vast majority of people, because all they see at the end of the month, year after year after year, is they go for a new job and their salary has gone up from £2,000 initially, a few years later it's now £4,000, and a few years later it's now £6,000. That's all they focus on. They are now bringing home more money. But there is a small group of people who are a bit more perceptive than that, who notice that actually this is probably not the smartest way to spend your time when that is finite, spending more time to proportionally bring home less, and they begin to wonder, is there an alternative way? And the answer is yes. And it all starts with bringing someone else into the equation. Don't just rely on yourself, think about the significant other in your life. And here's what you should be considering doing, is you want to have both of you only staying in the basic rate tax bracket. And the reason for that is this: you want to make sure, if you look at this income box here, you want to make sure you're both capitalising on your personal allowance of £12,570 per annum, which gives you a combined tax-free income of £25,000. And then what you want to do is have you and your significant other earning the next £37,700 only, because that then keeps you in the 20% tax bracket. And if you do that, you'll have a combined income of just over £100,000, but no surprise, with the efficiency of someone earning £35,000 a year. There are now two of you versus one, but just notice what this would look like if it was just one person earning exactly the same income of just over £100,000. If that was just one salaried income, they of course would be in the 40% tax bracket, which then means unfortunately their income efficiency drops to 68%. And you might now stop me and say, Josh, it's all very well and good, but you can just have this in any form of job. It could be me having a job earning £50,000 and my significant other earning £50,000, and we've got this £100,000 income with the efficiency of 78%, all very well and good. Like, what's the angle in property? And the answer is, well, in property, you could maintain that 78% earning efficiency, but actually have an income of £139,200, which, by the way, is recurring and would not have to be continued work for. So let's just explore that for a little bit. And it all is based upon the idea that one house per annum will bring you £3,600 in a year, which then means how many of those houses do I need to have this same take-home pay of £78,000? And the answer is we need 22 of them. Okay, so let's say now we understand we need 22 houses for that same take-home pay for two people. What does that look like? Let's just say it's going to take you 22 years, you buy one a year. And you can see the running rental income down on this row here. By the time this 22nd house is purchased in the 22nd year, you have now got your income just over the £78,000 mark, which we had a moment ago. 21 houses would be enough, 22 houses is what you need, and you have that efficiency. You'll be earning about 100 grand and you'll be bringing in combined income of £79,000. But here's the thing that property gives you that a job won't, and that's a second form of income for the same level of work. You see, now when I look at this box down here, this row down here, the first 5 years you don't earn anything from capital appreciation, but by the time year 6 comes around, you can refinance the first property because that 5-year fixed rate interest mortgage has come to an end, and you can release 3/4 of the capital appreciation, which is about £22,000. You can pull out £15,000 and add it to your £21,000 from the rental income, which means now by year 6 you've got £36,600 net. And every single year you can refinance a number of your properties for the next 5 years. What happens by the time you come to year 11 is now you can refinance that property number 1 again and property number 6, and you can release £30,000, and that can happen for the next 5 years, as you now refinance 2 properties a year. Every 6 months you refinance a property and put out 15 grand tax free. The next 5 years gets even better, because now you can pull out £45,000 as you refinance 3 of your properties. You can see where it's going. By the time you come to years 21 and 22, you can refinance 4 properties. Imagine sitting down and once a quarter refinancing one of your properties and bringing in £30,000 or £60,000 per annum. You take that tax-free equity release and you combine it with your £79,000 from your rental income, and that is how you get a recurring income of £139,200, but with the efficiency of being a basic rate taxpayer. I hope you found it interesting and helpful. With that said and done, is now a good time to buy? We'll look at that in the next video.